Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday, whether it is you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it may be. And we are back. I am excited to do this reading. It's tough to film in my house because when my family's home it's loud, so finally I have a day where, my parents are at work and my brother's still sleeping, so I can get some filming done. So today is going to be your 2021 reading, basically any sort of messages that you are meant to receive for 2021. So we have 4 piles here. Pile number 1, pile number 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to show you a clip shortly so you can choose whatever pile you want. But before you choose a pile, make sure you're taking some deep breaths and you want to really tune into your higher self, tune into your intuition, and don't rush this choice, because often when we rush and we're like, oh, I don't know, maybe that one, that's when we get the message that isn't necessarily meant for us. So really make sure that you're picking whatever pile that you are drawn to. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to go into the reading, but I just want to give a disclaimer that this is a general reading. There are only 4 piles and there are many people that may come across this video. So if there's something that you hear that seems like far off, oftentimes it's meant for somebody else, so just take what you want and leave the rest. And if you hear something in this message that you just don't like or you don't want that to happen, I mean, we all have free will, right? So this is just reading energies right now, but we have free will to change things in our life. Depending on our choices, different things can manifest. So that is all up to you. Now let's get into our reading. Alright, group number 1. If you picked pile number 1, this is your 2021 reading. So you have the 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the World. Alright, so group number 1, what I'm getting so far is that 2020 has definitely been a learning experience for you. I mean, I feel like it has been for all of us, but you have learned a lot of things in 2020 that is going to really help you in the 2021 year. Now, unfortunately, there are some struggles that you had in 2020 and you need to learn to let those go, because you're going to also be kind of carrying those burdens, carrying those thoughts, any sort of doubts and things that you've had in the 2020 year. You have to be able to let go of that and really do some inner work so you're not carrying that energy over into 2021. So you have the 2 of Swords here, and this could be almost like you feel blind, you don't really know exactly what to do. There's some sort of situation that you feel a little stuck with. So either you're blindly going into something and you're just kind of trying to trust your intuition, I think this is the right thing to do. Definitely tune into that intuition, but also, look at things with a reasonable, logical eye as well. You kind of want to use your intuition and your logic. That's another thing I see with the snakes on this card. I don't know if you can see that, but the day and the night, I kind of think of that as the thinking brain, but also the intuitive part of yourself. So you really want to look at things with that kind of eye. I also have the 3 of Pentacles, so I think there's some sort of other creative venture that you're going to be exploring in 2021. Some sort of new project, something that maybe you've kind of learned or discovered about yourself in 2020, because I feel like we all did a lot of reflection in 2020. If not, we should have done a lot of reflection in 2020, but there's some sort of new creative thing. And also the Queen of Wands. So you're really stepping into your creative, intuitive power. And I kind of see those things go hand in hand with the 3 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. There's definitely some sort of new creative venture. You're becoming a little bit more yourself too. When I see Queen, it's very a mature energy. So you're really starting to kind of see what you want. And again, with the 2 of Swords, maybe this is where you kind of were at a little bit more in 2020, but now as the year has rolled on, you're becoming a little bit more clear about what you want, and you just kind of have to trust that. But again, look at things with a logical eye too. You want to balance the two, you know, have both energies involved. But you also have the Queen of Swords. So again, that really strong energy. Queen of Swords is that energy of like, you just grab it, you know what you want, you speak your mind, you're not afraid to say what you want, you're not afraid to cut people out of your life if they don't serve you. It's a very strong energy. It's like you're coming into your power in 2021. And you know, all the heartaches, all the things that you've carried in 2020 is going to, it's not going to hold you back because you got a strength about you. And you really have to use that strength, that strength in case like there is something that you're still carrying over from 2020, any sort of and this, the Ten of Wands, this can be like burdens for like it can be family involved, like someone in your family bringing you down, or maybe you're taking care of a family member and it's like you feel a heaviness about that, or there's some sort of shame or guilt or something that you're holding on to. You really need to let go of that because it's gonna, you know, it's gonna get in the way of things. But I see like a really strong energy and you really stepping into your creative power. So yeah, I see like something really exciting coming for you, Group 1. Also, you have the Ten of Pentacles here. So whatever new venture, whatever creative project or whatever it is new, like something new that you're learning, like there's some sort of new knowledge that you have, whatever that is, it's going to bring you abundance. So, you know, lots of happiness and stability and money, possibly, most likely, because there's a Pentacles there. And then we also have the World, which is also just a really good sign about like having, you know, everything that you want kind of thing. And I'm not saying that 2021, like necessarily, you may not necessarily get everything you want in 2021, but this is just a good sign that like you're in the right direction and you're going to be taking those steps to get like where you want. But I do see a lot of like creativity, but also just becoming a lot more confident person and, you know, confident in your opinions and your beliefs and just like not taking shit from anybody. That's what I see. Like you're just like such a stronger person because of what you went through in 2020. Now I'm going to pick some other cards. I feel like I just like to get some other oracle cards going in your reading. So we're going to use now, I feel like using the Moonology deck, so we're going to pull some cards from, oh, okay. Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, so that's, again, kind of going back to the Two of Swords, where, like, definitely stick to your intuition. If you have, like, certain dreams, ideas, creative ideas, like, stick to your gut. Like, make sure you're embracing those, but also you need a practical plan, right? So take what you've learned in 2020 and really apply that. Let's see if there's anything else that Group 1 needs to hear. Okay. Don't let your pride get in the way. So you've become this badass, confident being because it's what 2020 put you through, but like don't let that get in the way either. Yeah, you want balance. You don't want to get like too obsessed with yourself either. I got a win-win outcome is in forecast. So again, that's some really good luck. And it's funny because I'm seeing the, you know, the scale, the Libra sign right here. And it's pulling me back to this Two of Swords, this balance between the intuition and the logical mind. And really, you know, having dreams, but giving them a practical plan. So you really need to balance those two. I'm seeing that energy a lot here. You really need, and again, it's like you have the Queen of Swords, but you also have the Queen of Wands. So when I see these two, like, Queen of Wands is just so like dominating in like the intuitive side. So I think like, you know, the Queen of like intuition versus the Queen of logic, because we have the sword, and that's insane. Like the more I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, it's all connected. So like the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, like you have to learn to balance those two energies because they're both actually really, really strong in you, Group 1. And then we also have You Are Good Enough. So it's like, again, balancing like that confidence. Don't be like overconfident in the fact that like you kind of like turn blind and you're not really understanding things, but also like make sure you are like, you don't doubt yourself. Don't let anyone pull you down or anything like that, because you are on a really good path. And then emotions are running high. So I don't know what you went through in 2020, Group 1. There might be something that you're still carrying a lot, like carrying with you, some sort of emotions. You got the Ten of Wands there. So that, you know, that weight, that whatever you're carrying, that load on your back, that's kind of maybe has been pulling you down, really tap into those, maybe do some journaling and figure out what has got you feeling, you know, very emotional and stuff. And emotions are not a bad thing, but you want to, you know, address how you're feeling and stuff, because you don't want to let those slow you down. in whatever you're manifesting, because you're definitely manifesting something pretty awesome. I feel like I want to get one more card for you, group 1. I've got my Spirit of the Animals deck here, and I just kind of want to get a spirit animal for you for 2021. So let's see what this has to say. These cards are huge. I'm still getting used to shuffling these. I got these ones for Christmas. All right, so let's see, group 1. Okay. You got the squirrel, group 1. And it says, always prepared. You're an expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. Again, your dreams need a practical plan. So, you know, make a plan. Don't let anyone, you know, distract you from what is important to you, what you want. You know, take what you want. Take it. Speak your mind. Yeah, that's amazing, group 1. That's a pretty inspiring and happy reading. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, group 2, if you picked pile number 2, this is your reading for the year of 2021. Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. We have Temperance, 6 of Cups, Knight of Cups, and 10 of Cups in reverse. We got a couple of reversals here. Okay, and then I also have the Empress from the Modern Witch Tarot. Okay, group 2. What I'm getting so far is a very emotion-dominated reading here. I feel like you're kind of in the process of really balancing certain things in your life right now. And what I'm getting right now is that there's something in your past, something that you're stuck in the past. With that 6 of Cups, often it could be nostalgia, but I'm kind of getting an idea that it's maybe like really, there's something really emotionally charged that's really pulling you back or holding you back right now. And reason I say that is because I've got the 10 of Wands in reverse. You can get different meanings. Different people read reversals in different ways. I kind of just take it intuitively as what I'm getting. And what I'm getting is like a little bit more of a heavier energy that you are really feeling pulled down right now by something emotionally charged from the past, especially with that 10 of Cups. It being in reverse, it's like there's something that's really, really heavy right now for you. Then we have the Knight of Cups. And that's kind of telling me that you're kind of like on this like emotional journey. It's like you're trying to figure things out right now. You're trying to figure out how to balance things in life and kind of figure out, it's like that inner balance. When I think of Temperance, I kind of think of that inner emotional balance. And then we have the Empress. And the Empress is really much like that very divine, you know, feminine figure. And what that's telling me is that like, it's almost like 2021 is going to be your journey to find that, you know, really divine feminine energy within you. And this can be for male and for female, okay? So this is not just directed to girls. If you're male watching this right now, like this can 100% be applied to you. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. So I think for 2021 is going to be really learning how to, you know, balance those energies, the masculine and the feminine, but also just like really tap into your divine feminine energy and really like embrace your emotions and learn how to, you know, use them for the better, because emotions are there for a reason, right? Like it's not bad if we're sad. It's not bad if we're angry. Like those are telling us something. So there's something that's, you know, some sort of emotion there that you need to really, you really have to tap into and listen to, and don't ignore it, because it's something that's very substantial, very important. I just want to get a little bit more guidance, because I feel like we just need a little extra something. I'm going to pull, no, I'm feeling drawn to this card, this deck here. Okay. Something just jumped. Daughter of Wands. See if there's anything else. Can I get a little bit more clarification about what we're looking at here? What can we do? So while I'm shuffling these, I got the Daughter of Wands, and what I'm getting from that is that I think there's, so again, with that divine feminine energy and really tapping into that and really learning how to balance that, I think, you know, doing some sort of like finding some sort of creative outlet is going to be very important for you. And I don't know if you have been doing that or not, or maybe like oftentimes if we're very emotional, if we're depressed, like I know myself, I tend to not really do the things I enjoy much because it's like half the deck. I need fewer cards than that. I tend to like not do the things that I really enjoy, which is, it sounds dumb, but that's just sometimes what depression does to you. I think that, okay, something just flipped over in here. I think that you really need to tap into that creative expression for sure, and find some sort of outlet that you enjoy, because I find once we do that, it really helps us learn a little bit more about ourselves and, you know, figure things out a little bit. So I have, yeah, the Daughter of Wands. It's like almost like starting a new, you know, creative adventure, you know, really tapping into your intuition. So I don't know if you're into music or painting or whatever it is, some sort of creative outlet. I think that would be really good for you, even if it's just journaling or writing a poem or something. I think that would be really good for you. I also have the I'm so bad with Roman numerals. 5, 6, 7, 8 of Wands here. Okay, so there's going to be something that, it's like, I got it in reverse though. So it's like there's something sparking your intuition, something sparking your creativity right now. But I feel like I'm getting the idea that like, you're not listening to it. Like there's something there that's really powerful and that will actually really help you, but you're not actually paying attention to it because it's in reverse. And again, I'm getting that 6 of Cups, like energies, like you're stuck in the past, you're ruminating over the past, so you're not actually seeing what's right in front of you and like what's currently happening. And then I have the 2 of Swords. So again, I'm just getting that energy that you're kind of blinded by the past right now. Like you really need to pull yourself back to the present. And I think, you know, 2021 is going to be really you working on that. And then I have the Ace of Cups. So again, that's just like a fresh start, fresh new beginning. Like that is a very positive card considering we just had like the 10 of Cups in reverse. So like there's opportunity there for growth. There's opportunity there for change in your life to really get out of this like hard period in your life right now. But you just really have to open up your eyes and see it, you know, or open up your third eye and see it. Just like really tap into that intuition. So I think that's all we need for the tarot. But I do want to pull an oracle card for you, and I'm actually feeling very drawn to using my Crystal Angel Oracle. So we're gonna do that. So let's just see what messages from the angels you need to receive here. Titanium Rainbow Quartz. So we have multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. Yes, so you have many layers to yourself, you know, like right now you may only be seeing like the surface, you know, I'm such an emotional person, like what am I gonna do? I don't know what to do with myself. Like, oh my God, I'm such a mess. I don't know what, yeah, I feel like you're really maybe judging yourself right now, and maybe that's kind of part of what's blinding you right now. And it's really important for you to tap into it and understand that you have many layers to yourself, you know, and you have so much going for you, and you have so much ability and creative ideas, and you just have to see it. You have to open your eyes. You're just a little bit blinded right now, and that's okay. Like you'll get there. You have a new exciting beginning coming for you in 2021. And apparently the deck just wants to give you all the cards. So we're just going to shuffle again. See if there's one important one that wants to come out. Heightened intuition, Moonstone. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness, and it's trustworthy. So as it's trustworthy, I can't talk. So definitely this is really like, again, related to the Empress. I feel like the Empress card, tapping into that divine feminine energy. I feel like you've probably been overthinking things because your emotions have been heightened. So oftentimes when we're so emotional, we start to overthink things. We're like, why am I so emotional? And then we start to like get so like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you're catastrophized. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it's, you know what I mean? Like heightened emotions can do that to you. And then you just kind of go on a downward spiral. That has happened to me before. It's just like one like anxious thought triggers another anxious thought triggers another anxious thought. that's kind of what happens. But you have a very heightened intuition as well, so you really need to start tapping into that and try not to pay too much attention to the anxious thoughts, but like really pay attention to the intuition. Also, you know, they're associated with crystals. Getting yourself like a moonstone like would be really helpful. I recently got a moonstone. I absolutely love it. It's a palm stone. It's so relaxing for like meditations. Highly recommend that. Do a meditation. If you can get your hands on some moonstone too while you meditate, I feel like that would be really helpful for you. And apparently this card wants to come out too. So amethyst, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel love for who you truly are. So yeah, there's something that you're ignoring, something about your true self. I feel like, yeah, you're just going through a really tough time, but it's okay. That's why we do this. Like, you can change this. You've got free will. We have that positive start, you know, new beginnings card and stuff. So, and you have the intuition, you have like the ideas there and stuff. So you just have to really tap into that. And I just want to get you a spirit animal card today, group 2. So let's see what we've got. These cards are so hard to shuffle because they're gigantic. But let's see what wants to come out for group 2. What spirit animal can they use for 2021? What can they tap into? What can they meditate to? Okay. We've got Black Bear, Guardian, gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Awaken my intuition. So yeah, you can definitely meditate on the black bear. If you have like a picture of a black bear, or you want to draw one or paint one, maybe you like really tap into that creative side of yours, I would highly recommend doing that. Like make a little altar or something to just like really remind you, but also just like help you tap into that intuitive side to you, and just like kind of give you a sense of safety. You know, you are watched over, you are loved, and like the universe wants you to find happiness and figure out like what, you know, what sparks your passion, what makes you happy and stuff like that. And that's what I've recently learned, is like your true purpose in life is to be happy, and you don't have to like get stressed about your true purpose. And I know I'm one to speak because I stress about this all the time and stuff. And like sometimes it's hard to believe that when we go through a really tough period in our life that is very emotionally charged, and we've had a lot of difficulty. I don't know what happened to you in 2020 group 2, but there may be some sort of really big obstacle or struggle that you have dealt with. I mean, it's been a really hard year, so I can imagine. And it's just, you know, really understanding that your true purpose is to be happy, and you're going to find that happiness again, group 2. So I hope this reading was helpful for you. I hope you found some sort of, took some sort of message from it that you can really apply to your life and just make your year better. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hello, group number 3. If you picked pile number 3, this is your reading for the year of 2021. All right, so we have the Lovers in reverse. Or am I just pulling them upside down? No. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We have the 8 of Wands. And then we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Okay. And then we also have the Judgment card and the Emperor. So group 3. So the first thing I am seeing right now is you're feeling a little bit blocked. So there's something that you're currently working on, and there is, like, you are seeing some growth and some movement, but there's something that's blocking the way. Like I feel like you're struggling really hard with something that you're working on, and it's something that's pretty important to you, but there is some like struggle there happening. And then the Lovers. So it might be, because we have the Lovers in reverse. For some of you, I feel like there might be some relationship conflicts that you've been dealing with. So maybe you had some sort of confrontation with your significant other. It could also be a friendship, like a strain on a friendship, or some other sort of, relationship in the family. It could be a battle that you're dealing with for yourself. But I feel like for like a lot of you, some of you, it's relationship, related. We also have like the 8 of Swords here. And again, it's like, it's reversed, and it's just, I'm sensing some extreme struggle within. Like you feel very trapped or you feel like stuck. But then we have like the Eight of Wands there. So there's some sort of movement and growth happening, but it's almost like you're not actually seeing that. You're just kind of stuck in that, almost like a self-sabotage or like self-pity, if that makes any sense. I don't know if there's another way to say self-pity. It's just like you're kind of a little bit stuck in that mindset right now. And then I got the Judgment card. So it doesn't always mean this, but in this circumstance, I'm really getting that you're really judging yourself really harshly right now. And then I have the Emperor. I feel like I'm feeling a very heavy masculine energy right now. And you're very, very, very harsh. I feel like you're that kind of person that's very, almost like perfectionistic, and also just like really, you work really hard on things, and if they don't go your way right away, you're like, oh my God, I gotta work harder. I'm not doing enough. I gotta like keep working at that. But it's almost like that kind of it's throwing you out of balance right now. And you're kind of stuck in this loop, you know, like that. You're just kind of like going around and around and around. I want to get a little bit more for you, group 3, because that's all that came up with those cards. But I'm gonna pull some cards from this deck over here, and I just kind of want to see what else we can get to clarify things. The Tower. Ace of Pentacles. Five of Cups. All right, so I almost said group 2. Group 3, yeah, so you're stuck in that mindset, you're stuck in that loop right now, but it's really, really crucial right now for you to listen to this message. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups. You need to stop being so focused on what the empty cups, or the opportunities that aren't going the way that you thought they would go, or things that aren't happening at the exact same time that you want them to happen, because there are things that are currently moving along, things that are currently happening for you, but you're not seeing it because you're only seeing the empty cup. You're not seeing you know, it's like that half empty versus half full thing. And you also need to understand that things happen in divine timing, and things happen for us in different ways, and sometimes we don't actually we don't see that because we're so set in our mind. Like we kind of think in that almost 3D, you know, earth, this kind of world that we live in. I feel like we want so much control, and we want things to happen the way we want them to happen, when we want them to happen. But you have to understand that that's not how opportunities happen. That's not how things work. I've got the Ace of Pentacles here, and this is telling me that there is going to be a new opportunity for you, most likely career related, some sort of new opportunity. It's probably going to happen pretty suddenly, but at a time when you don't expect it. Because I've got the Tower here. Usually things happen a little bit like fast, quickly, but it's not going to be when you expect it. And that's what you need to know, is that you don't get down on yourself, and don't be so blinded by the fact that things aren't happening the way you want them to happen. And don't let that cloud your vision, because whatever opportunity is coming, it's going to be good for you. But if you're so focused on things going a certain way, that you're just going to miss it. You're going to completely miss that opportunity. So that's what the Five of Cups here is like. It's so important to take into account. Like, she's got like this bowl that's completely filled up. It's full, like there's an opportunity right there, but she's not seeing it because she's too focused on what didn't go right, you know what I mean? Or like the opportunities that didn't come when she wanted them to come. So that's really, really telling me that. It could be like love related for some people. Ace of Pentacles is usually career related, but I mean, we do have the Love card there. So some of you may be also dealing with, I mean, you could be dealing with multiple things, right? There could be some romance, relationship problems. There could be some work struggles, like you're just working your butt off and like things haven't happened the way you want them to happen. But we have the Magician and the World card. So like that looks very positive. Like there's some really good opportunities coming. Magician, like you have to kind of like make sure you're tapping into all your strengths, because you have a lot of different strengths and talents, but you may not be completely using them to your full, what's the word I'm looking for? Like fullest potential, I guess is what I'm thinking of, because I feel like you are kind of stuck in thinking that like you have to go about things a certain way. Like maybe you went to school and you were taught like, oh, this is what I'm good at, this is what I need to do. I can only use these skills. I'm like, this is the job path for me. There's nothing else but that. Like that very like logical, that thinking that we've all been kind of oh my goodness, I'm just at a loss of words today. Like we've all been conditioned to that kind of thinking, you know what I mean? Like these are the steps. You want to be this, you got to do this, 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 this. This is your pathway, this is how you do it. But you don't stray from the pathway. Like don't go into the forest, don't take another route, don't take that dirt path. Like this is how you got to do it. Like I feel like you're very stuck in that thinking, but you need to like learn to really tap into other aspects of yourself. So not just thinking logically, but also tap into your intuition, tap into your other talents, because those are going to help you be less have less tunnel vision and be able to really see all the opportunities around you. Because if you're always looking at life like this, you're not going to see all the different things that are around you, all the other opportunities that you have. You're going to be very blind to those. So that is what I'm getting, group 3. I also have the 6 of Wands here. So this is a victory. You are going to be having a victory, some sort of really good opportunity for you, and you're going to feel really good at it, but don't miss it. Because if it doesn't happen, chances are you missed it. And I don't know when it's going to happen. Again, it's going to be really sudden or like out of the blue. It's going to be something you didn't expect to get, but you have to be open-minded. So I highly recommend group 3 to really start to like open up that third eye, do some meditations, do something to really tap into that intuitive side of you. I want to get an oracle card for you guys. I think we're going to pull, we're going to get you an animal, spirit animal card, and then I might get you another one, but let's just see. Oh, that's funny. You got the exact same spirit animal as group number 1. So you got the squirrel. It says, always prepared. You're an expert of hard work and hard play. That is you. That's exactly what I got. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. So really, yeah, make a plan, be prepared. But I'm not getting so much the make a plan thing, because I feel like you, and you don't always have to like take all the words that are on the card. It's a guidance, but like when I got always prepared, I was getting kind of a different message. So when I got always prepared, I'm thinking like be prepared for opportunities that come your way that you may not be expecting. And then also just like, because you're the kind of person that makes a plan. I feel like you're the kind of person that really, really has a plan, and you're so focused on that, and it's hard to like kind of get away from that. So when I see always prepared, I'm like, I feel like you need to be prepared for the unknown. That is like the main thing for you, is be prepared for the unknown. I want to get you guys another oracle card. We're going to do a pull from my Moonology deck here to see what other guidance we've got for you. You've got prosperity lies ahead. So if you've been feeling stuck, if you feel like you haven't had like really good success, or I don't know, like financial career type opportunities haven't been working out the way you want them to, again, that prosperity lies ahead, but it all starts with an opportunity. It all starts with that Ace of Pentacles. So you have to be open. You have to see these opportunities. And then also look at the bigger picture. Oh my goodness, that couldn't be more relevant. Again, no tunnel vision. You have to focus on getting away from that tunnel vision and really looking at the bigger picture. Look at all the opportunities around you. I think that is, yeah, that basically this card sums up everything I just said. So that's pretty amazing, group 3. Please, you know, write down if any of these like messages resonated with you, write them down, make a little note for yourself. Another thing you could do is like write sticky notes, like look at the big picture, you know, different things that I said during this reading. I don't know, whatever you want to write down, put it on a sticky note, stick it on your mirror or on your wall or like beside your bed, anywhere you're going to see it often, because this is going to really help you change that thinking, those thinking patterns that have been so deeply ingrained into you. So you really have to take the time and the effort to really, you know, try to train your brain differently, because it's really hard to get out of these mindsets when we have literally been conditioned to think this way. So I hope this helped you, group 3, and I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, group 4. If you chose pile number 4, this is your reading for 2021. we've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. Did I just flip these all upside down? I did, okay. It's not in reverse. I just grabbed the pile at the wrong angle. I'm like, they're all in reverse? Okay. So we have the Nine of Swords. We have Justice. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles. We got Seven of Cups in reverse. And we have Two of Wands. Ace of Cups in reverse. And Ace of Wands in reverse. That may have just been the way I put them into the pile because it's a separate deck. So we're gonna flip those around just because they both came out. Something's telling me that that's not actually supposed to be in reverse. So we're just gonna do that. So we just have one card in reverse. Okay, guys. So the first thing that I am getting right now is that you are currently working on something. So there's some sort of project that you currently have in the works at this time. That's what I'm getting from the Seven of Pentacles. And the fact that we also have the Knight of Pentacles here is telling me that there is something that is currently in the works. You're currently moving towards an opportunity, probably career-wise. You're probably kind of early in your career. Not as early as like you're not brand new like the Page, but you are kind of fairly new in this career path that you are working with. But I feel like there's something else that you want to do. So whether it is you want to like go towards a different career path, or there's something, maybe there's like a promotion that you have your eye on, or something else. It could be a side project that you have been thinking about that you're really inspired to do, but you're kind of feeling, I don't know, you're feeling kind of iffy about it. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities that surround you right now, but you're just kind of like, you're kind of feeling a little bit hesitant, I guess is the right word for you. Because we have like we also have the Two of Wands, and I feel like you have like, you're almost like at this crossroads where you're like, well, I could do this, but then I could do this, and you're just like, you're not really knowing what to go with. So again, it might be like the choice between the career that you have now, and then maybe there's something else that you want to do, but you're like too scared because you're very comfortable where you are. But it could also be like you don't know how to decide between two other, maybe there's some side projects that you want to work on. Maybe there's something else that you have on the back burner, some other things that you want to do, but you have little time because, you know, work is busy. So it's kind of a choice between, well, which one of these opportunities, which one of these side projects is going to bring me the most happiness, is going to bring me the most wealth, or whatever it may be. It's like that choice you're trying to decide. I also got like the Justice card, but I'm getting like that balance, like you really are trying to find a balance, and there's something else that you want to do, but you don't know how to balance that with whatever you're currently working on. So it's just like trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to do? And it's something that's stressing you out substantially, because we got the Nine of Swords, so something that you may be like kind of losing sleep on, or just kind of like really, really stuck on. I've also got the Four of Pentacles here. So this tells me that you're very good with like your money, like you're very protective of your like savings and your money and stuff like that. But there might be also some money anxiety there, almost like you feel like anxiety over spending money, maybe too money focused. There's something you need to work on there. I got the Ace of Cups here too. So this is kind of telling me the beginning, like new beginnings, new opportunities, possibly even like a new love life, something happening. You might be meeting somebody new, or maybe you just started dating somebody. I'd like to know how, considering how the world is right now, but it could be that, or it could be honestly a newfound love maybe for something else. Maybe it's not a person, maybe it's a newfound love for a hobby or something like that, because we also have the Ace of Wands, and that's like, that kind of like tells me like new creative venture, or new I don't know, something sparked you, you have some sort of thing going for you right now that you're just you're like, I kind of want to do this, but I don't know, like, I don't know if I have the time, like, should I do this instead? It's like a lot of indecision I'm feeling from this one. We're going to pull some more cards. I just like feel like I need a little bit, something extra to go on. I just want to use this same deck, I think. let's just see if what else there is to go on here. I don't know if there's anything else that can maybe clarify. Maybe also that Justice card, just to get some clarification. That is a lot of cards. Okay. Oh, isn't that funny? When you get the exact same card for 2 decks, Ace of Wands, 7 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Cups. Okay. So I feel like there is something, for some of you, some of it is relationship, love, love life related, for sure. Just by getting that 2 of Cups, I really feel like, I don't know, I feel like you're going to be finding something that kind of fills up your cup. There's some sort of relationship. You might also feel like indecisive about whether or not this person's right for you. I'm getting a good energy, but yeah, I just kind of want to tap into that intuition and really see like how things go. But we have the Ace of Wands here twice. So I really feel like this decision, like something that you're indecisive about, is some sort of creative venture. Maybe you're a very creative person, but you're not in a very creative field. Or maybe you are, but you want to like go off and do something yourself. Or maybe you just have so many like creative interests that you just don't know what to start on. Like you're just overwhelmed and you don't know what to do. And like based on that 7 of Swords energy too, like I'm just getting a lot of indecision, really, for you. I'm getting a lot of indecision in this group. We're going to pull some oracle cards for you and see what other messages we get. I want to pull, I'm feeling these ones. Let's see what other guidance we can get for you for 2021. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you got the Wheel of Fortune too. So, that's good. Like there's new opportunities coming for you in 2021. It's just kind of getting to the core of what you want, group 4. That's what I see most, is like you have a lot of indecision. It's just really getting to the core of what you want, And don't try to please other people. Like, what do you want? Messenger, Seers energy, bringing harmony and balance. So there is some sort of something that's out of balance here. And I feel like once you address those imbalances, then you're really going to help. It's going to really help you get to the core of what you want. I find when I'm out of balance, I'm so indecisive about everything that I just don't know what I want, or I don't think I know what I want. And to be honest, I know exactly what I want in this life. I know exactly, but I also sometimes I say, oh, I don't know what I want, because I don't want to admit that certain things, are what I want. I don't know. It's almost like there's something very vulnerable about it, but also if you're very emotional or very stressed about something, often you're not going to really be able to tap into that very well. Let's see if there's any more cards for group 4. Any other guidance? Oh, okay. Apparently these 2 cards that just flew over the other side of my room. Okay, so we've got Star Bathing, Light Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission, Activation. So maybe make a crystal grid, do some sort of deep, in-depth thought, meditation, journaling, something to really get to the root of what you want. Weigh your possibilities and opportunities. If you're trying to decide between 2 opportunities, or what project you should start and stuff, really tap into which one's speaking to you the most. And that's not to say that you can't do both. Maybe at this time you can't balance them both at the same time with whatever you are currently doing as your job or whatever it may be, but that's not to say that you can't eventually do it. Start on whatever projects got you the most motivated, the most inspired, and then move on to the other one after. There's no saying that that you can't do both. Do as many things as you want. This is your life. You want to live it to the fullest. We've got weight of the world. Boundaries let go. It's not yours to carry. So there's something that you're carrying, and actually this can be very much related to the 9 of Swords that we got here. There may be something that you're carrying with you that is, making you lose sleep at night, something that's stressing you out. Maybe this is something that's stopping you from making a decision or being able to decide what you want. Maybe you have doubts in yourself that you can take it all on at once or something. Like don't obviously don't stretch yourself too thin, but like maybe you're underestimating your capabilities, your abilities of what you can do and what you can achieve. I want to pull a Moonology card for you guys as well. You guys are getting lots of cards, but I just feel like we need a little bit more advice. But other than like going within and really like meditating on the question and stuff, I don't know if there's anything else that group 4 needs to receive for messages. And I'm really sorry if the background noise is really loud. My birds are really loud at this moment. Adjustments are required. So I think that's very clear that there's some sort of adjustment that needs to be, like some sort of adjustment in your mindset, maybe in your lifestyle, some things that need to be, things that you need to really meditate on. So whether it is mindsets, things that are like weighing you down, holding you back, things that are causing you to have a really high level indecision with things, because I mean you're working on something, you're working towards something, but there's some indecision there. I'm gonna go grab the book for this card because I feel like sometimes the book actually gives you some other scenarios of what it might be related to, and I feel like it would be helpful for you. So let me just go grab that. We're gonna see what the book says. I just want to see what other messages they say about adjustments are required. And it's also 3rd quarter moon, by the way. So maybe in the 3rd quarter this is a good time for you to really like journal and look within. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there's a lot of negativity and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether they are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. A change of course is a forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There's also a crisis now, which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of. So pay attention. Yeah, so there's something that you need to let go of that's weighing you down, and it's really making it hard for you to make a decision and really understand what's good for you right now. They have like little affirmations and also additional meanings for the cards, so I'll read those to you too because I feel like they might be helpful for some of you, and this might be different for different people, most likely will, because there can be a lot of people watching this video. So it says, I am reevaluating the situation. So really reevaluate, sit down, journal, reflect. We also have additional meanings of this card. So your life may be out of balance. Like I said, we got that very much. And this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. We also have something new and exciting is around the corner. Hence the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands times 2. We also have trust may be required to move the situation forward. So I'm really getting that trust within yourself. A lot of that really intense indecision comes from, really not trusting yourself and trusting your intuition and trusting that you know what's best for you. No one knows what's best for you more than you do. Like, no one knows you more than you do. So you really have to learn to trust yourself. We also have the teaching. So at the time of the 3rd quarter moon, we know where we have been, but where are we going? The moon is now a half moon and slipping away from us as she catches less and less light, moving towards her full disappearance at new moon. It's a time of falling away and time to reevaluate. No matter when you draw this card, the teaching is to release and to trust. Release and trust. So that's like your main message, group 4. So in order to really make a decision, figure out what's right for you, you need to learn to trust yourself and you need to learn to release whatever is holding you back. And another thing to understand is like there really is no wrong decision. And you may make a decision, you're like, oh, why did I do that? But in the long run, it actually serves you in some way. And a lot of times we don't see that until like we look at things with hindsight. Just go with your gut feeling. Like, what do you feel like you should do in that moment? Obviously look at things from a logical point of view as well, but really trust yourself, and then like understand that whatever happens, it's going to be for, the higher good. Like, everything's going to work out for you, so don't stress about it too much. But anyways, group 4, I hope you got a really good message from this. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you want to share that resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.